What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel or online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. I love when my videos hit that before it's news thing or Scott Waring over at UFO Sightings Daily. If he hooks me up with a link or if I get it on there, they just blow up. That last mechanic, I think he got Machines on Mars, got about 4,000 hits in a couple days, which I mean, sometimes that's nothing huge. You know what I mean? A lot of these channels like this, not the Mars ones, but alternative stuff, could put that out on one video in a couple hours to their subscribership. But this picture here is one from Saw 590. It's a little bit far back. It was sent to me from one of my subscribers. This one was sent to me from Dr. D. Good old William. He's still plugging away out there in California, sending me some stuff over. I'm going to check this thing on out. Tell you, there's some interesting cuts and stuff in these rocks, or what look to be cuts, but that's not what's interesting enough to me. What we're going to look at is back here in the distance, up here on this cliff, what looks like in here, what looks like a building. I mean, with this is pretty easily seen. Let me go ahead and let's do some adjustments real quick so we can basically pull this out so you can see it a little bit better as well. Um, all right, here we go. It's been a long day. I tell you, I was up early working. Had some website stuff going on, all sorts of good stuff. I just had to get geeky and coding today. Always fun. All right. I think I'm coming down with this cold everybody's got, and I'm hoping it's not the same one that the strep that Mars on Mast had. I tell you what, it's going all over the East Coast right now. All right, so here we go. What we're looking at here, I'm looking at these, what seem to be on a hill. I mean, horseshoe shaped, what looks like a fence or something along those lines, with some structure up here with maybe what looks like two pieces. These actually look like windows with two. See, I see what you see. I see what I see. You see what you see. This either could look like a skull or it looks really more like to me like buildings or something along those lines. They're not JPEG artifacts, I can tell you that. Um, they're definitely there. And you can see, the shapes of them. They follow the lay of the land. If you're looking at the lay of the land here, how it's kind of sloping down that way. And as you go over, there's more and more, and these are even more stunning over here. Wait till you see these over here when we pump up some more contrast and stuff on this. Let's see if we can't do the auto color real fast and see if that helps a little bit. I don't know if that helps more or not. Let me actually, let me step it back too. Now let me do the auto color. Then let me play with the gamma. All right, there we go. This is Photoshop for people that don't know what I'm using. Anybody, you can do this pretty much with any software. I don't really do any. I don't go as deep as my buddies like Mars on. No, like let's see, we got the Olympic Sky. He's the Photoshop master. He really knows how to use this software and take it to. I got a picture that he did for me for a video I've done back that I'm going to use. That he made it crystal clear. So check his videos out if you're not a subscriber to him. Also, Chris over at Mars Anomaly. Santo over at Mars Unmasked. If you go to my website, everybody's up there linked now. This up here to me is awesome looking. It's got this long thing here, like a tube. You know what I didn't do? Let me show you where it's at. Here's it. Go to the description, just click the link. You don't have to do that, but I always want you guys to see that in the video, just to prove that I didn't make this up or didn't add anything to it. This is basically a picture right off the NASA website. Out here, there's more stuff. It keeps going along the ridge here, and the structures or the shapes just keep on going and keep on going. What look like metal pieces of metal out here, they're different colors, more colors than I've ever seen coming from Mars lately from these pictures. Check this out, another what looks like wall, circles and shapes that you really don't expect to see on the side of a mountain, especially on a side of a mountain that supposedly never had any sorts of life on it, that could build those shapes. Not that stuff like that didn't happen in Arizona. There's beautiful stuff out in there, Arizona, all over the world that look like shapes, but I've never seen stuff actually carved out like that. And it looks like we've got some interesting stuff here. Let's see if we can't back out the color a little bit. Let me do. See, that's as good as they give it to you, though. This is, I've been railing on NASA the last couple of videos, and I just upset that the money we spend on this thing, and I know they've got better pictures coming from it, and this is what we get sent. It's just, to me, it's obnoxious and annoying, but you may find me obnoxious and annoying. Look at this, more stuff out here, interesting. Um, Pieces out here, and then up here, look at this. Comes down, it's got like goes up, back up. It's almost like a little, another rounded out shape. What the heck's this thing here? all sorts of stuff. I mean, we were at where a lot of the junk is. We've been seeing this stuff as we drove up to it. Now this here is interesting. Look, it's got what looks to be two cuts, and and it looks to be pretty equal on each side from what we can tell. I mean, you might not even be able to see that. I know when you make sure you hit the HD. If you're not on my videos, like make sure you hit that HD 1080, because if you're not in 1080, you don't see what it's like on my screen. I've got a 26-inch iMac here, and I do it in the best resolution I possibly can. This is interesting here. Look on this rock or whatever this is. It almost looks like it's been blurred as always, but there's either carvings or what looks to be paint or something like that. And it's random. It's not like it's not a JPEG artifact, so you can't say that. And this over here is the bevel thing I was talking about. And it's just next to a bunch of stuff. I mean, this stuff just looks like a either destroyed civilization, something that was here. This almost looks like another carved out piece of something. I've got people say that there's small Martians living on there right now, little teeny Mars guys like that are humanoids, that they survived and they're the only ones living, and a lot of them up on top are just there was an other civilization of different sized people. I don't really know. I get so many different people come here with different stories. I'm thinking about doing some maybe interviewing some of you guys, doing just a couple different things on here. I love doing these pictures. I'm kind of getting a little burnt out, but not too bad. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys give me love, and I love that. So that's keeping me going on this stuff. But yeah, I got a lot going on. But you need to get every once in a while. I need to shake things up. I need to get another moon picture on and get back to the moon. I got like 35, 40 sitting over there ready to do. Maybe I'll do that next. All right, that was cool. Just pop that out and look at the auto color. I should have done that right at the beginning of the dang video. Wow, you can really see it now. And it's just sitting up there on the hill, and maybe that's just random dirt and stuff falling off. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that. To me, it doesn't look random at all. It looks like patterns. It looks like something that was put there by some intelligence. Um, what in the heck is that? See how this block is just totally different color there, just sitting in the middle of that? Almost lets you think that they blocked this out on purpose. It's almost and look at this stuff. These look like pillars coming out, maybe more light sources like they had seen at night. See that? It's pretty interesting right there. Let's go back to what it was and see what happened. Oh wow, yeah, it's there. It's you can hardly see it. And then when you auto color it, this is what happens. This is the color it gives it. It brings back out these greens and blues and all that color. And I don't know if that's the original color, a lot of it, but you could tell that something's been done to these pictures to make them to add that blur and color. And that is definitely people who don't even believe in the conspiracies have even emailed me and said, look, you know what? After you started showing exactly what's happening with these pictures, I totally see it. All right, let's see this. One more, let's do an auto color on this one. See this right here? This is an interesting little anomaly. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. Definitely looks like a piece of metal or something. It's got another little piece here in front of it that's cut out. Stuff everywhere on this planet, and it just looks like it was just boom, thrown about. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is kind of cool here. I mean, it's you don't get to, it's so dark you don't get to see whatever it is, but it almost looks like it's been blackened out. But I guess the sun, how can the sun illuminate? This is what I don't understand sometimes about these pictures. The sun can illuminate right here just fine, but this it can't. I mean, if somebody could explain that to me, I'd love to know. Like I said, I don't claim to be, I say, I see what I see, you see what you see. All right, hit this up. Auto color it. More and more what looks to be pretty cool stuff all over this picture. And it's all over these latest saws. I mean, we're driving up to something pretty amazing. And you can just see, look at this right here in this stuff. Look how it's crystal clear in some, but then the next to it looks blurred. And I show that in all my pictures. I also show the blinds effects things they use. Like right here are two perfect circles that looks like they've added effects to or something. The blinds. All you do is just put two bars in there, real light in the transparency, so it all does is hover over the original color, and it'll chop up the picture so much that your eyes won't even, it blends everything in. Like right here, they've done it right here. It's done it here as well. This looks to be perfect straight line there. It comes to a 90-degree angle, and it's been blurred right there. And I'm gonna make that bigger so you can see it's been blurred right there. And also looks like right here has been given a blur mark. See the square? I hope you guys can see that. Hope the resolution is good enough to see that. But you can see it. Oh, you can see it really good now. Look at the color of it. And then right here, it's there. It is. right there is another 90-degree angle that kind of gets blurred out. And I keep saying this, I think it's being done by the computer somehow, either on the rover or when it's coming back. Um, I don't think it's being done. Look at this right here. This is even cooler. Looks like just like a monument right there. It's like a circle monument or something. But up here, this is why I think this was made by something. See how you've got this cutting here, but you've got this perfect looking round thing here, another one here. Up here's got another flat top. There's a T angle there. That's running up, but the pillars seem to be running here and here again, like they were used sturdy. To sturdy them, you would think you'd put them directly near where they needed to be. This looks like it runs across, just getting some of the blur, and it comes to here and it runs down, it comes back up and goes over, and this right here got a nice big blur. Look at it. I mean, you should be able to see that, and that would probably give it away if we could see right there. So, call me what you want, guys. My name's Will. It's What's Up in the Sky 37, www.whatsupinthesky.com. Thank you to everybody who's posting your videos up there. I got a lot of the Mars guys are up there helping me out, posting their stuff up, getting this stuff out. The information is good. There's a lot of us giving you a lot of good information. We always give you the picture number. We're trying to get this stuff out, and because NASA's not going to do it, the more and more I think about it, they're never going to do it. They're never going to come out and say, hey, look, we found a bunch of relics from something up there. I mean, this place is smashed to bits. Something happened to it, and whether there's still life there now, that's debatable, and a lot of people will debate it with you. Look at this little figurine right here. I could do this all night. You could look through these pictures and go and see them and just do this all night. Yeah, look at that. It's almost, look at the material right here. It comes around. It almost looks like a safety vest or something. But look how much like it just blends in. They can get stuff to blend in with that blinds effect. And when I say the blinds effect, look all over the picture. Up, 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 over, over, over. And if you work with digital, like I'm an IT director. That's what I do for a living. I'm in IT. I've owned my own companies. I've got this is a company. We got a whole bunch of stuff that I do, and but one thing I can do is testify to forged documents, and I can tell something's been worked on. Um, that's part of my job sometimes. So this is something where if you work with graphics and pictures, you don't really see that too often. Not in modern day cameras, and these. For $2 billion, you think that they have something a lot nicer than this that's coming down, and I imagine they do. But we're never going to see it. Down here is interesting. Look at it almost looks like some of these has just been chipped away to be used for, it almost looks like they quarried right here or something like that. Something did, but that could all be random. Like I said, I see what I see, you see what you see. Like I said, Will from What's Up in the Sky 37. Everything looks like faces and skulls. We're human, but something happened on Mars. Here's part of the city for you up there. What's going on Mars? Bam. I'm thinking that's definitely something. All right, guys, much love.